Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here. Welcome back to another anime review. And today I'm going to be talking about Akiba Maid Wars, which is an anime that released on this season. I know that I previously did a Beast Time review, so if you guys haven't watched it, then well, just can feel free to watch that before. But yeah, I want to talk about this anime because I feel like this is the type of anime that also fun, in my opinion, that and fun in the right way. And it's just like, yeah, it kind of get me hooked to see more of the episodes. Um, so yeah, so before I guess before we get to the full review, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about the premise of the show, I guess, because this is the type of anime that when you see the poster and then the song and all that kind of stuff, that it seems that this is the type of anime that felt really cliche and then just like over the top and kind of stuff and that kind of stuff, which is true in the first episodes, because in the very first episode it literally opens like a like I think like an it's like a neo noir like opening movie, because like it was in Akihabara, I think, right? Which yeah, Akihabara, which is in Japan. There was like a big place with filled with manga and anime. Basically, this is an anime zone basically in Japan. And that's where the story took place in 1999. And the prologue of the show opened in 1985, I think, and then there is a maid that got killed by the other maid, and we have no idea what's happening there, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna come back later on in the show. So by that opening, I was like, oh, okay, this seems like a serious anime, despite the fact that the poster and then the song seems like a funny anime in some way, right? But then we get to meet the main protagonist of the show, which is Nagomi Wahira, which I think is a pretty good protagonist. Like on the first episode, she's just like a normal girl and stuff like that. But as the episode progressed, that she becomes like a decent main character. I mean, there is like a bunch of main character. I guess there's like five of them. But and they're all like pretty solid in my opinion, except the manager. The manager is annoying, but we're gonna get to that even later. So yeah, when I first watched the first episodes, I didn't exactly felt impressed by the anime. I mean, I kind of felt interested the idea of like Akihabara, which is a place full of anime and stuff like that, and there is a bunch of maid cafe and maid girls, and then all of them are basically part of like a some sort of like a yakuza thing, right? Because I mean that's what they are. They have guns and knife, and then they kill people literally, right? They have underground stuff like that. So I like that idea a lot, and I thought that okay, this is gonna be interesting, and then something ridiculous happened in the first episode where the character named Ranko basically just like gunned down every mate in the first episode, and then you got a song playing in the background, and when that happened, I was like, I actually rolled my eyes, like literally like oh okay, because I was like okay, like come on man, like you like I feel like this show was like really good in the beginning. I was like okay, this could be like a fun show but get serious later on, which I'm pretty sure it is gonna get really serious. But on that specific first episode, I was like not impressed because like it was just like over the top, and it was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be funny, but to me that felt really over the top, and I was like, okay, this is one of the show that I think is gonna be amazing, but not really because of that scene where she just like shoot everybody, and then there's a song playing in the background. It was like, not. I don't know, man. This is too over the top, for my taste, obviously. But then I was episode 2 and episode 3, and I love it to be honest, because I feel like episode 2 and episode 3 that's where you get the good grasp on like what the show actually is, like it's really fun, but it's not like over the top like the first one where you're just like shooting a bunch of people and then like a song playing in the background. Like it wasn't like that at all. It was like, yeah, I mean, they go to a casino, they play some cards, they gambling literally, um, and it's just like, yeah, you see more of the Akihabara world, the Yakuza world basically, to see how they are operating, and then you get to see a bunch of different mates and stuff like that, which I think is interesting. And that's where I think the show really, really get a good stand, like a good basic premise, and just really live through it, and not trying to make things too over the top, And I'm really thankful for that because I like episode 2 and episode 3, and I get that got me excited for episode like the next episode, obviously, and to see what the entire show is gonna be. And of course you get to the episode 3 where we see, which I think this is the best episode so far, which you get to introduce a new character named Zoya, which is a Russian woman basically, and I think she was also voiced by a Russian voice actor. I think that also worked in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty neat, because like her dialogue is, I think most of them are in Russian, if I'm not mistaken, and she speaks Japanese occasionally, and that's why you can hear clearly the Russian accent. When I first heard that, I was like kind of weirded out, by that, because I was like, oh, that voice sounds weird, and then I realized that, oh, the character is actually Russian, so it makes sense why she speak Japanese with a Russian accent. I think that's great. And the fact she also voiced by a Russian voice actor, that's great. A plus right there. And yeah, just the fight scene between Ranquen and Zoya, and then just like it's just super super fun. And that's what I wanted to when I first saw this anime. That I'm just like, I like the idea of that every single mate is like have some sort of division, right? And just like try to explore that world even further. I want to curious to see what kind of mates out there and what they are doing and stuff like that, right? Now we get to the episode 3, you got an underground fight scene basically, and it was like amazing. And that fight scene, or like that scenario in the whole scenario kind of remind me of like the Undisputed movie, with like Scott Atkins and stuff like that, Yuri Boyka, right? It kind of remind me of that, and it's like really really fun thing to do. Except with this time with anime girls, like maid girls, and it was really fun, and the characters as well. I mean, all of them are pretty solid, except the manager. The manager is like supposed to be funny, but I guess she is supposed to be annoying as well, because like I don't think we know the cafe manager's actual name. Like they call her manager the entire time. And she was annoying, to be fair, because she's just making this decision for the team basically, and then but instead of like making things better, she makes things even worse, like even than before. And it was just like, oh man. um but yeah, and I don't know, I think this is just my I don't know, my brain and stuff like that, but I literally think when I saw the manager's like face, or like the design, kind of remind me of Fuki from Licorice Recall for some reason. I think I saw some resemblance there. I have no idea. I think, I don't know, just that image is right there, just pop up in my head, because I have no idea how people think about that. But either way, that's besides the point. But yeah, so Ranko and Zoya is definitely the best moment in episode 3. Zoya is basically a part of the Soviet Union, and then she is basically trying to become a mate, and then she does become a mate in episode 3. And I'm glad that now we get two badasses in the what is it, like the cafe names, I think. Oinki Doing, oh yeah, Oinki Doing cafe, which is basically a pig cafe, like a pig theme cafe basically. So we got two badasses, like now you got Ranko and Zoya, and I'm really glad they are becoming best friends, and I think like I really cannot wait to see Ranko and Zoya working together in the future, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna get in episode 4. It's gonna be amazing. So yeah, again, yeah, I mean that's it. Like the animation is great. It's really fun. I think the world of like Akihabara was like, I don't know, it's really colorful in a way, because I mean it makes sense, because that's where all anime places are. And I like really like the idea of having like all the mates have like different division and different theme, but they also have different like aspect to them, in the Yakuza world, and I know this is really ridiculous, but I think that's the fun part of it. It was like ridiculous, but not too over the top. Besides the first episode, like I said before, is too over the top, and it was not my taste. And I'm kind of worried that the rest of the show is gonna be like that. But thankfully, episode 3 sorry, episode 2 and 3 kind of won me over the show, because again, like it managed to be fun, but not too over the top. And I think that's great. That's what I wanted anyway. But I'm pretty sure as the show goes on, it's gonna get serious, because we have no idea why Ranko decided to apply a job in the pig cafe, right? So I think there is a deeper meaning, or there's a deeper reason for that. I think she's gonna be the main protagonist, besides Nagomi. Obviously, I have no idea what Nagomi is going to do in the future. I mean, she pretty much get used to the world immediately, which is like, wow, okay. Like she tried to leave, but like she stopped doing that after got convinced by another maid, which I was like, oh, that was easy. So like it took another maid to convince you to stay, despite the fact that you have other, despite the fact you already saw Ranko kill a bunch of people in the first episode. I was like, okay, that felt kind of jarring, but at the same time, all the mates is basically killers and assassins in this world. So I guess that makes sense that she has to get used to it, right? But yeah, it really is. I guess that's my review for Akiba Maid Wars. It's gonna be an anime that's gonna be super fun to watch until the end. I'm hoping it is. Hoping that they're not going too over the top with the fun, because I think episode 2 and 3 really nailed that fun in this anime. So hopefully they can like carry that in the future episodes. And I guess I'm gonna leave the question to you guys. Have you guys watched Akiba Maid Wars? If you guys already watched it, then well, you guys can let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this anime right here? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Maybe, And if you guys haven't watched Akiba Maid Wars, then I suggest you guys to go watch it anyway, because I think it's fun. The first episode might not won you over, because like you have no idea what the fuck is going on, but by the time you watch episode 2 and 3, you kind of get the hang of it. You get the hang of the world, the characters, and stuff like that, and it's fun in my opinion. So I think why not give it a watch? If you guys want to have some fun time with an I don't know maid girls, like go watch Akiba Maid Wars. I think it's a good action and fun anime as well. So yeah, and if you guys enjoyed this review, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. Become a member by clicking the join button below to obviously support the channel even further. And just stay tuned for more videos in the future. And again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.